family, Springflower here, and welcome to Springflower's Amazing Soul Connection. Hi guys. Now you guys already know, Cookie knows I'm making a video. You should see him. He's staring right at me. Come here, come say hi to Dole family. Come on, you know you want to say hi. There he is, guys, my little nuisance who absolutely insists at this time in life of being a whole complete part of my door videos as of late. Right? Yeah, alright, this is my door videos. This is my four-legged baby, guys, who I love. This is my little cookie face. Look, he wants to be loved up. I want to play with dolls, man. I want to love up when he dolls right now, not you. Not you. I want to love up when he dolls, not you. I want to love up when he dolls, not you. But hi, guys. So I am back. How are you? I'm not playing, Cookie. I'm not playing, Cookie. So today, guys, I am here with my sweet little pun. Those of you that have been with me for a while know absolutely who little Keto London is, a.k.a. Pud. He is my first silicone anything, and I love him very, very much. And the man say, my mama loves me. She loves my little man face. Yeah, so today Puddin is going to be the baby that I am changing while I chat. So I'm going to rest him back down right here. Hope you guys could see him. Right? And I've got my fro out today, guys. I've got my afro out today. This is my afro for Rhea. Sometimes you can see for Rhea every now and then. That's what I call my hair. I'm letting it grow. I'm trying to be on this growing challenge. My daughter's already on it, and I figured, let me jump on it as well. I usually cut, snip, because I like running a lot of weeks and stuff, but I decided that I'm going to try to grow my hair out, and it's pretty long, guys. And it went from a really tiny haircut. And this is pretty long, guys. It's pretty long out there. Yeah, nah, but I'm going to see how long I could do it for, guys. I'm going to see how long I could do it for. I'm loving my fro. I am. I've got my grays coming through. My grays are coming through. I love this too, but I will dye them up later when I'm ready, because I like to have my hair jet black as well. But anyway, guys, this is my health drink, because remember I tell you I'm trying to eat the right things, drink the right things, all of that. So I got these homemade juices especially made for me. This one is the banana nut Seymour's, and all sorts of other goodness in her. It is really, really good. It's really delicious. It is like a whole meal. All natural products. It's nothing processed in her, guys. Like, everything is made like from the land, and I'm so happy. And that's why I found a new person that makes juices. I can make my own juices as well, guys, but I found a new person that is really specializing in making juices from the land right here in Bermuda. So I really appreciate that. And when she can't get stuff from the land, she when I say the land, I mean like from her, gardens here in Bermuda. And when she can't get stuff from the land, she really tries to find the best high quality products as possible, so we can get all the nutrients. We're trying to avoid those GMO products, right, guys? So yeah, on my journey, I'm trying to just have better health, just to feel better. I've been feeling really, really great here lately, so I'm very thankful. I'm making an investment in my body, guys. That's what I'm doing, I was also saying before, I mean, it's super expensive. You see, I'm kind of chewing because it's got kind of bits in it, and it's really, really nice. I really like it, because it's not peanut butter. Like, I usually would make this same type of drink, but I'll be using peanut butter and all kinds of processed stuff that I don't need to be using, right? So anyway, I hope you guys don't mind me drinking in between. I make a milk mustache every now and then. But yeah, guys, so I wanted to change my little special little sweet boy today. And I'm going to put this on him. This is an outfit that I kind of bought for him like when I first got him a few years ago, and it's still in pretty good shape. It's a cute little striped outfit with the little feet in. I love these type of outfits. And then it's got the buttons that go on the back. I love that so much, guys. It says adorable, huggable, and lovable. It's so cute, right? And it comes with a hat and everything. So while I chat, I am going to change this a sweet little boy. I hope that you guys could see him. Let me see if I got raise his head up just a little bit more with some of the stuffing I have under here. There we go, stink a bum. There we go. So anyway, guys, as you can see from my title, I wanted to have this conversation. Being in the doll community, I am in a few nice groups on Facebook. There are so many dolly Facebook groups, guys. Like, it's a lot of doll Facebook groups, right? I was in so many of them. I have also left so many of them for various reasons. But one of the ones that I really, really love is called Old Dolls. It was the coconut. I actually really love coconut, guys. So chewing on this piece of coconut is like great. It's great right now. Anyway, one of the group pages I'm in is I like Old Dolls Welcome, which is run by Julie over there at the Country Cottage. And then Old Dolls Matter, that's run by Stephanie and Jackie over there at In Love with Reborns. And I also love Just Dolls, that I think is run by a lady named Lisa, if I'm remembering correctly. And then we have Dolly Family United, that's Cena, and I'm even on that page as an admin as well. Really fun page. This one called For the Love of Pickles and More. But anyway, as I'm saying, guys, there's a good bit of doll pages out there right now, right? So you can definitely find a doll page that appeals to you, and you can, you know, share your dolls, share your thoughts, you know, post things, post your babies. Some of the doll groups are really a lot of fun. They have like little themes that you can do if you just want to share your babies in a fun way, right? Excuse me if I'm forgetting anybody, and I'm in a lot of doll groups, guys. So if I didn't call your name, doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not a part of your group or anything. It's just that I can't remember everyone, right? But anywho, in one of the doll groups today, what's prompting me to have this chat is I feel like we really need to have some etiquette when it comes down to buying and selling dolls. Now, I remember I talked about this just a little bit before, and I'm just going to have a quick chat about it again, about buying and selling dolls and the etiquette that goes along with it. And I also want to share some points and some tips that I think may help make the process just a little bit easier. And also just chat about, you know, don't be so quick to call somebody a scammer or a time waster. Like, you shouldn't do that, you know? You shouldn't be so quick to label people. And I'm not saying that there are not scammers and time wasters out there, because there definitely are. But we should not be so quick to call somebody a scammer or a time waster. You shouldn't be so quick to do that. I feel like there's a buzzwords that got thrown around way too much. People just love to say time waster and scammer. This is what I'm getting. This is what I'm getting, right? So I wanted to share my thoughts on that. As a person that's in the doll community and been here for quite some time now, it's been like 6 years now that I've been here, and I've pretty much enjoyed it for the most part. And I just wanted to talk about buying and selling, because I have obviously bought dolls from other doll collectors in the community, and also bought dolls from doll companies and stuff like that. And I've also sold a couple of dolls, not very many, but I have sold. Okay, so the thing is this. Let's talk about selling a doll first. If you're selling a doll, right, you have to have set up in your mind that you're selling a doll, right? And you're going to have different people coming. And you put the doll up for sale, you're going to have different people coming. And you're going to have different people that have questions. And you're even going to get some people that's like, I'm ready to buy right now, today. That happens, right? So listen to me now. If you are in the business of selling, or if you have dolls in your collection that you would like to sell, that you're trying to sell, all that kind of stuff, not everyone is a time waster or a scammer. Okay, so what's prompting me again to talk about this is because I saw a post And the post was saying how they wanted to sell a doll. And they got all the way to the point of, you know, getting the doll, I guess, wrapping it up and ready to sell it. And, you know, getting ready to go to the post office and mail it, all of that. But they say that the person that was interested in buying just disappeared, I guess, no longer answering the messages, no longer responding. So obviously, I guess the person got a little upset and they made a post about time wasters, and we should make a list of people that be just wasting people's time and all of that, right? And I'm like, listen. If you are in the business of selling a doll, right? As long as the doll has not left your hands, you're not wasting any time. People are going to inquire. People are going to put that doll right in their quote unquote shopping cart. You know what I mean? And then they make a final decision whether they are going to buy it or not. Okay, so as long as nothing has been exchanged, there is no time being wasted. You did your part as far as trying to sell a doll, and that is it. Right, guys? That's what you have to remember, right? It's don't be so quick to talk about time wasters because somebody made a question and because somebody even said they was going to buy the doll and change their mind. If you have a doll sale set up and it looks like it's going to go through, but for some reason, for whatever reason, the doll sale falls through, what you need to do is move on to the next buyer. That's what you need to do. And if you didn't have another buyer, repost the doll and try to sell it again. That's all you need to do. It comes along with buying and selling, guys. Think about it like this. I know you're just a one person or we're just on a small, very small scale, but we can learn a lot from like doll companies like Paradise Galleries or even Amazon or Temu or AliExpress or anybody. We can learn a lot from people that sell things. When you're perusing, when you're browsing, when you're shopping, when you're all excited as a customer, as a buyer, you will be putting things in your shopping cart. You know, you will be putting things right into your shopping cart. And you might even hit the checkout, right? Right? You might even you might not even check out, you might hit the proceed to checkout. Yeah? Where you get that final cost of what it's going to take for you to buy that doll or buy that item. And then you might change your mind. You might change your mind. And that's the same thing that happens in the doll world. It doesn't mean that the person is wasting time. It just means that they may have changed their mind or whatever. And if you are talking backwards and forward with somebody in the DMs about a sale, and then all of a sudden the person just goes ghost, you don't hear from them anymore. Don't be so quick to say time waster because you don't even know what happened. You don't know. You don't know. It could be simple as they just decided they changed their mindset and they're not going to communicate anymore. We're dealing with people in the World Wide Web. We're dealing with people in the ether. I like to call it, you know, just the out there, right? That might have happened. Or it could be something as severe as they may have gotten in an accident. That's the comment that I made. How you know they didn't get in an accident? How you know they didn't just suddenly take sick? Like, how do you know? We don't know. That's the point that I'm making. So don't be so quick to label people as a time waster just because they are inquiring about something and then change their mind. Like, stop doing that. Or instead and quick to say someone is a scammer. You know what I mean? So listen. This is some things that you can do for yourself to make it easier. If you are selling a doll, right? And I'm going to use this baby as an example now because since I'm getting him undressed and ready to get in a new outfit. If you are selling a doll, this is what I suggest. Make yourself a 2 to 3 minute video of the doll that you're selling. This is just an idea. You can take it or leave it. Make yourself a 2 to 3 minute video of your baby doll that you're trying to sell, of him undressed, right? Take everything so you can see, so the person can see exactly what they are getting, okay? So you take a video of the baby, you show it, you can talk about it. This is a partial body silicone doll. You can say he has a cloth body, he has a silicone head, he has little short silicone arms and hands, and little silicone feet and little short legs, silicone. The rest is, and just talk about the doll. Just talk about who made the doll, that it was made by such and such a person. You can show if it has flaws. Like my one, it doesn't have too much hair in the back of his head, so I wanted to show you that. And you just make a 2 to 3 minute video just showing the doll exactly what it looks like. So then after you make that video, you get your baby dressed again. You know, you make the video, you talk about your doll, and you keep that little video. This is all a part of selling, guys, right? You just keep that little same video and you put it in your archives for as long as you have the doll. And whoever's interested, you can send pictures. You can send the video, and then you can send pictures of the doll fully dressed. And if you're sending the doll with anything, you can put a picture together with what the doll will come with and all that kind of stuff. And then you also make your little stipulations. Like once the doll's sealed, all sales are final. You can make those types of stipulations. All of this is for protection, guys, right? All of this is for protection, and also you will not be wasting no time, all right? And just like anywhere else, you don't go to send your doll out until you have been paid, okay? You don't send a doll out until you have been paid. Just like how Amazon doesn't send a doll out until they get paid. Temu doesn't send a doll out until they get paid. AliExpress doesn't send a doll out until they get paid, okay? So you don't send a doll out until you get paid. Also, for us, I feel like one of the best payments that you can use. I know people want the money quick and fast and all of that, but I feel like the best way to go is through PayPal. Some people may feel that, no, that's not the best, but I feel it's the best way. So that if anything were to go wrong, if it has to be some sort of refund or whatever, if the person said they didn't get the doll, whatever, you have a track record of everything, right? I also suggest that if you have a very expensive doll that you are selling, definitely get insurance on your doll, right? Just in case. I would suggest that it's worth paying the little extra money to get the insurance. If you're sending that doll, also if anything happens, that money could come back, right? Yeah, so those are just some things you could do. Make a short video showing everything about your doll. Take some really clear, beautiful videos of your doll all put together with, you know, the clothing and everything, fully dressed in the outfit and whatever other items you're going to send with your doll, right? Make a nice pictures. Two to three pictures. You could do 2 pictures of just your baby and then do a third picture with all that it will come with, right? Send that. Also, whoever's inquiring about your dolls in DMs, you can send that same video over and over again until your doll is sold. Okay? That's what you can do. You know, and if it's just a one-time sale, you know, you get to transfer the money and then you send the baby out. You send out the tracking number once everything's done. Bang. Simple as that. It's not wasting time, guys, right? It's just about how you do it. It is some work in selling. Selling is not easy. You have to put a little bit of work into if you're going to get into selling a doll, okay? That's the point that I'm trying to make. Don't be so quick to label somebody and want to put their name on a list and all types of nonsense. Like, don't do stupid stuff like that. Like, just don't. You know, so of course, and like I said, let me just say another disclaimer. I'm not saying that it's not scammers and time wasters out there. But I'm saying that in order to combat that, you do your due diligence. You do your due diligence on your end to make sure that you don't have to do any of that. So for an example, I've heard people say stuff like, well, the person asked me for all of these pictures. They asked me for this and they asked me for that and they asked me and I sent 59 pictures and I see, no, you don't have to do all of that. That's why I'm saying, like, you know, you're wasting your own time. If you make your one video and you have your 3 pictures or whatever and you got everything about the doll already kind of written up or spoken in your video, if you already said who, I will also suggest, even if you say it in the video, also just do a little short write-up that you will copy and paste about the doll. You know what I mean? Where you can say the age of the doll, the sculpt of the doll, how long you had it, who's the original, you know, where it came from, meaning like, did you buy it secondhand? Did you buy it first market? Like, just a little information that you can, a little description information that you can send along. Just have everything all together and then you send it off to whoever may be interested, and there it is. And if someone comes back and says, oh, well, can I have a picture of the foot or the toes up front, you can politely say no, because you know that you already have shown the door in completion and in its entirety, and you know that you've already sent pictures, and you already know that you have done a reasonable amount of work for showing your baby doll, you know, and showing what doll that you have and all that kind of stuff. Like, you did all that already. Be clear about your price. Be clear about your price. Be clear about if all sales are final. If you're doing a layaway, be clear about the terms of your layaway. Like, for example, when I have done layaways with my dolls, I was clear that the down payment is non-refundable. It's a non-refundable down payment. So be very, very sure about what you're doing, because once you start paying, that's it. That's my policies, because I'm taking my doll off the market to cater to, you know, the buyer. And if you put a down payment, then I'm just dealing with you. I'm not dealing with anybody else. So if you change your mind in the middle of a sale, you know, you already knew my stipulations, right? Whether you think it's fair or not, it is what it is. And I'm speaking from experience. I remember when I first started getting into this community and wanting to buy really super expensive dolls. I'm talking dolls over $5,000, right? And of course, I didn't have no money sitting around like that to just pay off a $5,000 doll one time, right? So I had to do a layaway plan. And I did get myself in a position one time where I started a plan, I started a layaway, and I started to pay for the doll. And then I got into the middle of paying, and I realized, oh my gosh, I cannot pay for this doll. I can't do it. Like, it was a long-term layaway. I realized that I couldn't do it anymore. And so I lost my money, right? It was $1,000. It was $1,000. I lost my money. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, I think it's still not fair that they're not giving me back my money and blah, blah, blah. But when afterwards, I went back and I read the agreement and I agreed to everything. I was like, yes, I want the doll, just no problem. And I sent them my money. You know, so that was something that I did agree to. And I had to remember, okay, wait a minute, I did agree to that. And if the person wanted to be kind enough to send me back a few dollars, it would have been on them. But I did agree that, okay, once, you know, I paid my down payment and start paying, that was it. It's not their fault if I pull out, like, you know. So all of that just has to be made very clear, guys. And if you're doing a sale of a doll, a one-time sale, you have to stipulate whether all sales are final, whether you will be accepting returns, any of that stuff, guys. Like, you have to be clear about what you're doing from your end of things as a seller. Okay, that's what I'm going to say to you. You have to be very clear of what you're doing from your end of things as a seller, and don't look at your potential buyers as time wasters, because if anything, make sure that you did your best on your side of things, so that, you know, you will be known as a good seller. You know what I mean? That you're a good seller, like you're a good person to work with. You're very clear in what you do. You show clear, good pictures of your dolls. You have a little video you show of your dolls. You show everything that comes with it. So it's like it's no marks on your name, you know? So that's the thing. Stop labeling everybody as a time waster and a scammer. And stop being so quick to say that people are wasting time and they're trying to scam you. Now, let's go to the other side of things, guys. Let me take a sip. I'm sorry, guys. It tastes so good. Let me get my straw. I'm chewing because it has bits of like coconut in it. I'm understanding that it's bits of coconut and it's so delicious. Hold on a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So that was all about if you were a seller. Now I'm here to talk about if you are a buyer. Let's talk about the other side. If you are a buyer, if you're out there to buy a doll or a doll item, if you're a buyer, make sure that you understand everything that you're getting into when you're buying the doll. That's all. It's simple as that. Make sure you do your homework to the best of your ability. Try your best to not impulse buy. I know it's easier said than done, and especially in this hobby, because oh my God, these babies are so sweet and we just want them, right? But do your best not to impulse buy. Do your best to make sure that, you know, it's a real sale. It's different things that we can do. You can ask for real-time videos. Make sure you have a good repertoire. I would say early buy through PayPal. I would say that for your own protection as well. Yeah, I would say that. I would say if you're going into a layaway plan to buy a door, make sure you're clear of the terms and conditions that comes along with the layaway plan. I would say definitely have etiquette as well. Use your manners. Because the thing about buying from person to person, you will be talking to a person. I don't want to say this to sellers. So just use your manners. Be nice. Be kind. Use your manners about everything. Be kind. Be nice. Just be decent. Be decent. And be ready. Be ready. If you know that you're in the market for buying, be ready. If you got $500 that you know that you want to buy a door, be ready. That's all I'm saying. Be ready to buy. Yeah. So basically, just be ready to buy and be clear. Make sure you get, just like how I was saying to these sellers, make sure you have things. As the buyer, make sure you get things. Ask for things. You don't need 89 million pictures, but ask for some clear pictures, at least 3 or 4 very clear pictures. And I would also suggest if the seller doesn't have any videos, ask them to make you a video showing the door. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if it's a really expensive door. You can ask for a video showing what you're going to get and everything like that with the door. Yeah, and just be clear about what you're buying. Be clear about what you're buying and understand that some buys are not refundable. So be clear about what you're spending your money on. That's why I say make sure you ask for a clear video of exactly what that door looks like. So if it has any flaws or anything, you'll be able to see it in the video. That it has flaws or it doesn't have flaws or whatever the case is, ask the questions that you feel like you need to ask. Like for an example, for me, as a person that's so into eyebrows and eyelashes, I know now if I'm looking at buying a door from someone, especially if it's a more higher price door, I make sure it has the features that I want. Like I want eyelashes and eyebrows, so I make sure does the door have eyebrows and eyelashes? Is it a drinking rat? Just in case maybe I want a drinking rat door. What's the weight of the door, just in case I might not really want a heavy door or I do want a heavy door, whatever the case, right? Ask the questions. It's okay to inquire. Even if you're going to buy, make your own yourself a little short list of questions that you really want to know about the door and politely ask, and you go from there. It doesn't have to be all of this stuff, guys, right? And not everyone that's selling is a scammer. Not everybody that's selling is a scammer. Not everybody that's buying is a time waster. So we have to be very careful of this words because like I said, especially here in the Reborn Door community. And yes, some people have been scammed. So I'm not talking about, oh, it never happens. Because yes, of course, people have been scammed. People have been scammed everywhere, And this is definitely a place when it comes down to money, because it's quick buying and selling. So you can easily get scammed if you don't know what's going on. And people can take advantage. So make sure that you do your due diligence as well as a buyer. You know what I mean? Be polite. Have etiquette. And if you make up your mind that you're going to buy a door, you feel like all your questions are being answered in a satisfactory kind of way, Cookie, there you go. Starting your nonsense. Move. So if you feel like all your questions are being answered in a satisfactory way and you hit play, bam. When I say hit play, I mean you decide you sent that money out, right? Can you please give the seller time to put your door together and send it? And the seller, don't be all weeks and weeks. Send that door out. You know what I mean? But buyer, give the sender a day or two at least to send the door out. Like give them a chance. Don't be the minute you send the door. Oh my God, I sent the money and I haven't heard nothing back from them. You sent the money an hour ago and an hour's went by and you haven't heard from them, so you start tripping. Calm down. People do work. Some people have 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that. So maybe the person's at work. Just use your mind. Obviously, if weeks are going by, at least a week, 2 weeks are going by, okay, what's happening? It shouldn't be that. So everybody needs to work in a balanced type of way. If you know that as a seller that you're selling a doll and somebody hit play that sent you the money, then you need to do your due diligence to send that doll out. And as a buyer, if you know that you talked to this person backwards and forward, you sent the money, and give them a day or two to respond to you, because you don't know what happened. You know what I mean? You don't know what happened. So just give it a minute. Like, don't freak out, Don't freak out about it yet. Give it a minute, because sometimes we just be overreacting and freaking out. And I understand, because, we are living in times where a lot of people are cheats, and they be cheating you out of your stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I get it, but let's use our common sense. Let's have balance. Let's really, really think before we're so quick to label somebody and want to make a whole list of, oh, don't talk to that person because they just waste time. Don't deal with that person because they're nothing but a scammer. Because, you're just spreading falsehoods, and I don't think it's fair, and I don't think it's right. Now, if somebody's a legitimate scammer, because we did have some of this out here in this whole community that legitimately sold those, and the people never got them, or they sold a doll that they knew full well wasn't in the right condition, and they're pretending like it was and it wasn't. And also you have people that buy dolls and then they get something called buyer's remorse. So they decide to find some sort of thing wrong with the doll. All of a sudden, it's something wrong with the doll. And they want the money back, and they're trying everything to get the money back, just only because they have what you call buyer's remorse. They didn't really want to spend that $1,000, but they spent it, and then they feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Afterwards. So you have to think. Use your common sense, right, guys, before you be buying dolls. Now, nowadays, in the dolly community, it's gotten a lot easier in the sense of, it's a lot of replicas. It's a lot of companies out here that sell baby dolls that you can get for a really reasonable price. For me personally, I personally buy a lot of those from Amazon, Temu, AliExpress, and all this. Are kind of my spots where I be shopping for baby dolls these days. And there's companies out here. There's type of companies, you could return a doll, you can get your money back, all that kind of stuff can happen, right? So it's a lot easier than in the early days of being in the community, where it was only authentic dolls and people were still very new to all of this, and people have lost a lot of money, and that's not cool. That's not nice. I don't like it. It has happened, but I feel like it's way less and less of that happening nowadays, because it's just a different day and it's a different ball game, And most of us, when we're buying higher end dolls, we're usually buying from doll friends that we have already bought from before, or we have artists that we already have dealt with, and we have a lot of us now are doll collectors that now do paint, and are painting pretty good. We feel trust. We feel trust that we could buy a doll from them. That's what's happening. So it is a lot easier. I'm covering my mouth, guys, because I'm only seeing me chewing. It is a lot easier now, guys, right, than what it was before. So I'm really thankful about that. I remember when I was buying this little guy right here. It's one of my more expensive babies in my collection, but it was a beautiful experience buying him. The doll artist was amazing. She was good to work with buying him, and I love this baby. And yeah, so all my earlier dolls, most of my earlier dolls that I bought, my reborns and my silicones that I did buy, the first couple of years here, I spent quite a lot of money on dolls. And most of us that were collecting reborns and silicones did, because we were buying really expensive dolls, right? But in the later years, even though I spend a lot of money, because I just be buying a lot of dolls now, it's not like how it was in the earlier years, because now I buy replicas and I enjoy them. I enjoy them just as much. And then also, I have always bought other dolls, like toy dolls, Paradise Gallery dolls, but I've always collected all different kinds of dolls too. I always bought dolls from thrift stores and stuff, whatever I saw. But my core collection was pretty expensive. It's a pretty expensive collection. I don't regret it. I don't regret it one little bit. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad to have all my babies here. I have a beautiful, beautiful collection. I have highs mixed with lows. Just like fashion, how you be mixing the highs and lows, like you be having that Gucci, you be having that whole Gucci bag with a scarf from Didi's tied onto it. You know what I mean? Or you be having, you be having on that Fendi cape, and that you be having on that Fendi cape and that Louis necklace or whatever, right? And then you be carrying a bag from Temu, right? It all looks good. When it's all put together, makes everything look expensive. So that's how my dough collection is now. Like my whole dough collection looks expensive because it has a whole set of those mixed with highs and lows, right, guys? There's a nice, pretty, happy collection of those that I have here. But yeah, guys, I just want to come on and talk about that. You know you're doing nonsense. You should see him, guys. He is something else. Anyway, yes, I just wanted to come on, guys, and talk about that because I feel like people are so quick to make a list, so quick to call somebody a scammer, so quick to call somebody a time waster, when really you're in the business of buying and selling. And I know every single one of us, I know right now that every single one of us have bought stuff from Amazon, from Temu, from AliExpress or whatever, changed our mind, decided we didn't want it, so we put it in our cart, we went all the way to proceed to check out to see the total price of what it's going to take to get it to your house, and then you change your mind. You get me? You change your mind. It's okay. It happens sometimes. So it's the same thing when you're trying to sell a little doll out of your collection, or you're trying to have your little doll business and stuff. It's the same thing. Just just learn. I said this before. If you're going to be selling and you're going to be buying and you're going to be selling, just look at what that takes, what goes along with it, and be reasonable, be understanding. I know we're dealing with customers from everywhere, but you got to learn some stuff. Learn business, learn how to run a business, learn what it takes, because running a business, no matter what business you run, it's the same principles across the board. It's like everything's the same principles. Like you gotta have that good customer service, you gotta have integrity, all of that kind of stuff. Like you gotta be ready, and as a buyer, you gotta have etiquette. We all have to remember that the money is real. It's not monopoly money that people, just because it's going through PayPal and Venmo and Cash App and all that, is real money coming out of people's account. So have integrity. Have integrity in your business, and make sure that you're clear about all your policies as a seller, and you make sure that you're clear about what you're trying to do as a buyer. Simple as that, guys. Not everybody's a time waster and not everybody's a scammer. But okay, guys, that was my quick chat for today. I felt like I really wanted to talk about that. Let me pick up my precious baby. Oh, my little stink. Come on, look at him. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this boy right now. Isn't he cute, guys? Isn't he so adorable? Mommy loves you, Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. You are a very special baby in my collection. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Say, Mommy, you don't give me camera time like how I used to have. I knew, man. I knew. Mama's got all these other dolls, but Mama still loves you, and you're still important to her. Yes. Guys, don't you just love your babies? We love these dolls, guys, and we want to keep the hobby so fun and nice, and we also want to have nice transactions when it comes to our babies, right? We want to have good experiences, so let's always work on that, having good experiences with each other. And yeah, doll family, with that, I just want to tell you, I love you, dolly family, and always remember and never forget is what? It's your dolls your way. Bye-bye. Say bye, man. Thumbnail. Bye, guys.